Good evening, everybody. And I still look a little groggy to you is because I just woke up from a nap. So I was watching Steve Levenier working on an Oman gasoline engine. I was having compression problems. Apparently, one of the exhaust valves on a two-cylinder engine was not totally closing, which means the engine wasn't getting good compression. Which makes sense because gasoline is not exactly the most cleanest burning fuel in the world. Anyway, today is Saturday. No, I didn't eat yet. In case you didn't know. So, to Carolyn B. welcome to the show. Good morning, afternoon to you, evening. So we had a pretty good, although a bit slow morning show today. We did have people here, and so no, Carmen's not here. Don't even ask. Is there a white tree in my videos? Yes, actually there is. That's actually the giving tree. That's what it looks like outside right now. That's the tree, the giving tree in the house. The slips of paper are the people who have donated to the channel. So yeah, that's the tree there, right there, that everybody talks about. That's called the giving tree. Which is kind of interesting because it's a strange message that goes along with the concept.
Hello. What brings you to Winter Spring? These cold and vast lands may seem dismal, but this is a place of many secrets.
Ain't that the truth? Well, Carmen's not here right now. She's not. As Michelle explained earlier, Carmen said right now she has to work with other clients, so she's not here visiting. No, she's not here. She might be come by maybe midweek, which is okay because it does get kind of congested when she sleeps over, so to speak. But she like spends the equipment like on the equipment of the couch kind of thing. Good evening, Tag Kitty. Botrix is connected to the channel. Good. Your homework assignments. Man. Oh, you gotta click on the link again. All right. No, yeah. Yeah, it was on the chat screen. There you go. There you go, Botrix. Do your homework assignment. Well, we have a lot of interesting things going on right now in life. I watched a little about the Patrick Humphrey's video about the eclipse and heart attacks. What he meant to say was an Arkansas news channel was talking about that there's concern that there may not be easily for first responders to arrive at a place of a medical emergency. He didn't say you were going to have a heart attack on the eclipse. He said it may be difficult for first responders to get to you in the eclipse. What website? I don't have a website. Oh, you mean the web store? Oh, okay. Yeah. The web store and Silver Moon Radio album. Yes, you can buy the Silver Moon album. For those of you who don't know, you can buy a vinyl album over a music for a show, like a sampler. What's new? Not much. Not much is new. Something you may have known last night in World of Warcraft, me, Lumi, and Carmen Miranda played World of Warcraft together. I mentioned that in the morning show. I didn't get a chance to mention it now. Well, because it's the night after. Right? And it was a pretty interesting thing. She picked up on the World of Warcraft commands and stuff fairly quickly. And what's new? So that's it. Really, pretty much it. Okay, show's over. Just kidding. Don't worry, my show's not over. Although, we don't really have a lot to cover. We do have a panel link open. We also have a donation links open too. And so, what to do today? I have no idea, but what about you? Good question. Since last time I put the donate link up, I'll put that up instead of the other pinned message because it seems like no one looks at the pinned links. No, she's not here to stay. She can learn WoW. Actually, she did pretty good once Michele gave her the basics. She started to figure out the controls. Michele just gave her the ability to use her fingers to navigate things. She's what they call a visiting spirit. They do have other places they go. They're kind of like visitors that come to your house and like friends that come over and hang out with you. That's kind of what she does. Yeah. Yes, it is Michele. Yep. So I wonder if that's the real Sherry. Can I tell? Oh, I know how. Go to the person's channel and check. Sherry Love does not really have any videos, but if you go to Sherry's channel, you can verify if that's really Sherry. So just go to the three dots and go to their channel. And I can tell you if that's the real Sherry or not. Well, she has no content. One subscriber. And let's see, how long have they been? No, that's not really Sherry, guys. It's only in 2023, June 27th And I don't even recognize that being Sherry's user code either. So it's a troll, guys, most likely. Yeah. Basically, we have to kind of work with her to let her use take command of both sides. Remember when Michele channeled Mother Osna? It's the same deal. Yeah, it's the same deal. Um, no, the real Sherry does not have a wrench in here. But that's not the real Sherry. People of Peace, or allegedly, People of Peace contacted me, an email today, and I told People of Peace that we'd love to see him come by again. So maybe People of Peace might come by and visit. I do not have any way to confirm if that's the real People Peace, but I believe that may have been. So, we might be hearing from the real People Peace. God knows when, but you might hear from him soon. Yeah. Now, unless she starts really acting like a real flaming idiot. Let's leave her alone. Um, no, he didn't. Nope. But we can't confirm if that's the real People of Peace because the email came from a person's name. That was another Bulgarian name. So it may not be the real People of Peace. But again, we can't really be sure. If it's the real him or not. But we'll find out. Sooner or later, we'll find out. So he said he was homeless. He may have been homeless, but he may not be homeless. He may have been just the old Nax, guys. We all know that, right? You all know that? How can you true it's real and what's not on the internet these days? Yeah. No, it's not. Okay, Gemini, I agree with you. Let's deal with the problem. Okay, Sherry, fake one. Take a hike. Bye bye, fake Sherry. Okay. No need to have fake ones starting trouble when we know the real Sherry. You know, you could ask if this fake Sherry was still having problems with her feet and what the problem with her foot was. I don't think the real fake Sherry would know the real happened to her real foot. Well, anyway, so People of Peace, the one that supposedly contacted me, there is questions if that's really People of Peace. We don't know. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I don't know. Okay. Oh, speaking of somebody else that wants to go outside now, Rusty wants to go outside, I think. Let me let him out. You want to go out, Rusty? Oh! Yeah, he wants to go out. Okay. Hips hurt today. All right, come on. Hurry up, Rusty. I'm lying down. Going out? Here. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, let's see what to go out. I don't think my landlord would let me install a cat flap. Sorry, it would mean cutting holes in 2 doors. Um, what do you mean, like cruiser? Well, anyway. Um, I had no idea what that means, but don't worry about it. Anyway, so everybody, it is Saturday night. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna do. This morning I only had Stan CT on panel. This morning nobody else came up. I guess that means why are we even having panels anymore when no one even comes home? No, it's allergy season, I think. Yeah, it's allergy season because Michele gets runny noses in the spring, and you in South. I don't know about that, but the thing is that he could have always come over to the panel. Oh, what is the story with you and PDX? You guys gonna have the interview soon? I asked her, Loom. She didn't get back to me yet, telling me that when she wants to work with Sarah and me to get the interview number 3 in. And so it'll be interesting to see how that works. We can get all the different interviewers together. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, much appreciated. We haven't had very many donations lately. We're a little low on those. But Rusty is doing fine, as you can see. Myself, I'm doing okay. I must have pulled a muscle in my hip or something. It's or my back. One or the other. I don't know which one it is. It's my right side muscles hurt. In my back. Thank you for the super chat. Yep. So what are you gonna do for today? Maybe answer some questions. I guess that's a good thing. 'Cause, um, I mean, I can't think of anything else. Answer some questions. Um, so why don't we have some questions? Um, let's see what I can explain or answer that we have questions about things. Well, yeah, I'm still sick because I kind of got up in a nap from a nap. I was kind of one of those naps. I was watching Steve Levenier, as I said, working on an old Oman generator, um, two-cylinder engine, and the sound of the power tools and the generator being tweaked and him talking, and I was getting kind of cozy and starting to drift off into the land of Nod. Now, listening to the sound of power tools and the little generator going put 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 put. It was kind of just bring back memories. Exactly what I mean, Gemini. Yes, the allergies are high right now. Um, Sissy Blue says, Michelle, get some coffee. I got some right here in my Silver Moon City radio cup, AM 1610. Let's live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. All vinyl, all the time. You can check out the Silver Moon Radio, AM 1610. Be part of the show. 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Good evening, Blazing New. Welcome to the chat. It's on Kick, by the way. So if you want to come to Silver Moon Radio AM 1610, that's on Kick. And it's right here. It's the link. And Blazingly, welcome to you. Whoever wants to come up on panel. Okay. Also, like I said, as far as the earthquake that happened in the East Coast, is it going to happen again? Hard to say. I think that the New Madrid fault is due for another surprise. Because of the fact that it's such a major seismic fault that could really seriously. It's another similarity between California and Connecticut. Is they're both not on the main American plate. They're on their own separate little plates. One in New Jersey, New England, most of New England, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania is on the periphery. But it's actually on the North American continent plate. Because I didn't know when you were having your stream, when you obviously were having a stream, I was already kissed the mattress and already was in the land or not. How you doing, OG? Welcome to the chat. She was playing well with Lumi at the same time yesterday, and Carmen Miranda. Yes, I was. I think Carmen Miranda did pretty good, actually. We had to each give her accessory hands. And it was pretty interesting. She did pretty well playing a character Michelle already had started up, which was a disciplined priestess. Yep. And yeah, I remember that. I was playing World of Warcraft at the same time. So unfortunately, I did see you and I did watch a little bit of it with you and Stan CT. Um, how many people came? I don't know. How many people came to it last night? Not only move, I have nothing in my real name. Any, my son set up this on my phone now, so I don't have to use his computer. Actually, you've always just said to your pop, "Hey, do you want to have a larger screen? You could use my computer. I could set you up your own personal guest account so that you know you could have your own separate files and sessions from my stuff." Say what? Camilla put out my kid's school, our address, and that kid's pic was being passed around. Did you contact YouTube Legal? I wouldn't even go through the normal report process because it's absolutely bullshit. You gotta go right to Team YouTube, send them a message, and in the message, give them the information, the timestamps, the time, uh, uh, copy of any content you have, of course, verifiable information to Team YouTube in a direct message on X instead of going through the report tool, which doesn't really seem to do anything. Um, I should be on his computer anyway. Yeah, but if your son is such a IT guy, he could probably made it easier for you. Maybe gotten you a second computer for yourself. You know, yeah, I understand that. I understand that too. Oh, I understand that with firearms. Do you really think he would actually come to your house? I would have to be sitting playing something very, very, very diabolical, even worse than what he really is at this point. Your son is, by the way, back to OG. If your son is the technical person that he apparently is, he probably has key loggers on it, and probably looks at the logs to see what's going on when he's not home. Spitfire, long time no talk. How are you doing? Welcome to the show today. Okay. Um. Oh, I woke up with this pain saying, I don't take any pain meds. So when I get the ouchies and oochies, I just have to deal with them. And I try not to aggravate any kind of pain in my body. Not that I'm always successful, but I try not to. Yeah. Why are they slandering Stan? They realize that he can seriously knows how to file the law charges against him, right? Or is JNL that stupid that they don't realize that Stan is illegal and he knows how to use the law on his side? Keep doing that, they're going to have a legal Zoom right to the civil courthouse. Yes, indeed. I have to diet pain. I think I have. Oh, okay. Diabetic neuropathy. I thought neuropathy resulted in pain, actually, or lack of sensitivity of certain things, like usually like in the extremities, like fingers and things like that. I know that fibromyalgia is pain that cannot necessarily be found, sometimes caused by some medications. Yeah. So the thing is, we had a great show with the readings with the World of Warcraft gameplay, and we had um a total of 78 views that day on the gameplay. And we had in the morning show today, we had 90 views. What's going on with the morning show views? Who knows? I think someone else is streaming when you're streaming and they're getting the views. That's fine. Oh, Glasgow Dave, how are you doing today? Um, I'm black man. I'll take your punches, Dave. What does that mean? I don't think he's blocked. You're blocked. Red. I don't think he has you blocked. Red wants you to unblock him, Dave. Well, so this morning the view count was a little low. But last night's World of Warcraft stream did better than expected. Try hay fever. I think it's hay fever I got. Or a cold from the crazy seasonal temperature swings. Now, and it's not H1N1 either, so I think more or less it's just a regular cold because the temperatures keep changing. First it's warm, then it's cold. First it's raining, then it's snow. Now today it was sunny, but it was still cold. Sunday is supposed to be warmer. The temperature about 11 degrees Celsius, and then I'm not gonna get that. Don't worry about it. Why would he, Tiger? I blocked him as well. Okay, so the only way you see when Red's talking is when you read the chat on the screen behind me. Well, I mean, so where are the morning people going? They're going to other places, obviously. Just like the night show is going different places too. Yeah, I know that. I understand that. Oh well, hell with it. Hell with it. But at least we know we do have our audience of new people coming in, new people to check it out. So just keep on going, doing what we do. Something in the news. Well, I don't have my phone with me right now. Let's see. I got access to my Discord though. I haven't really posted much on the Discord lately for his news articles. Let's see what I got here. Gotta wait for this thing to get done loading. There we go. Alright, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Let's take a look at a message news articles. The emergency heart attack warning by Patrick Humphrey. And also caller ID spoofing and spamming. All right, so we'll start with the first one. No, the eclipse is not going to cause heart attacks. What it was on a Arkansas affiliate. A question came up is, if a life critical need of emergency services happens during the eclipse, our first responders going to be able to respond to it, such as something like a heart attack. The reporter on Channel 7 News in Little Rock pointed out that first responders may not be able to guarantee to be right there in a timely manner to deal with the crisis due to the large number of population that are going to be watching the eclipse. So that means that the first responders may not be able to get to your home right away, or where the person's having things such as a heart attack. The eclipse itself is not going to cause a heart attack, but those things in a hypothetical example. But what I don't understand is how in the bloody hell are people making such a big deal about an event that, while it is not exactly very common, is causing people to go berserk and call things like the National Guard and states of emergency for something that is basically not guaranteed, or is, as I said, not guaranteed to be anything more than just 4 minutes of darkness in some places. Some churches are talking about 3 days of darkness. No, there is not going to be 3 days of darkness caused by the eclipse. So why are you making it sound like this is going to be Tiawaki? Right. So if you have to go to work tomorrow, that means that you're going to be getting up, going to work half dead, unless you slept earlier. Well, that's supposedly still a possibility. But after Biden kind of made his trying to make some peaceful, yeah, right, peaceful negotiations with Iran. That's kind of going to go really well. There's more money gone. Yeah, come on, Biden. Stop sleeping with the enemy. Stop sleeping with the enemy. And kind of think of it. Stop sleeping with Israel too, because it's not working. I don't even have the right soundboard for that. The second one has to do with caller ID spoofing being used by hackers to cause problems with security. Using caller ID texts to get people to call in to a 1-800 number or so, saying from banks that claim to be your bank and saying that there is a questionable charge on your account and that you need to call your fraud department of your bank at the number they give on the phone and the text message. While the person on the phone may sound like your bank, that's not your bank. Okay, they are actually spoofing numbers, and then they'll send you a customer ID code and then tell you you have to use this special one or special text message or call in a special phone number to enter in your customer code or 6-digit security code. The result is that with that code, they found ways to go ahead and take money from your account and shove it into theirs. So, in short, if you think you get a phone call from your bank, hang up and then use the number on the back of your card or your known verified bank's phone number and call them. If they can confirm that they did not call you, then you know you just get yourself safe from a scam. Obviously, if they really do call you, then you will be talking to the department and you can resolve the issue. Don't get scammed, guys. Crackers are desperate for money, namely your money. So, you got to be wary of that. I did have a live stream about spoofing, like things like a few years back. Spoofing is similar to cloning accounts on YouTube. Yep, yep. Because right now crackers are hungry for money, and guess what? Less and less people are falling for it. So they're becoming more and more fancy to try to find ways to get their illicit means of getting your money. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. Let the bastards starve. That's what they deserve anyway. Let the bastards starve. They don't deserve your money. Good idea, Leo. Dave got the link. Dave, go on panel. I want to hear you drunk. Well, basically, why don't you come on panel? I want to hear from you too for that same, to see how you're doing. And don't give me that excuse. Oh, you can't hear me. If it's me and you, yes, I can. Come on. Otherwise, it's going to be an awfully short show. Oh, you're back to the exclamation point. I didn't know you were streaming last night. On top of that, I was already playing World of Warcraft with Lumi, Carmen, and me. Why didn't you come to our World of Warcraft stream? Well, at least Stan CT was there, and you did have a good conversation with Stan CT. You know. All right, guys. All healing frequencies are open. Puerto. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to go back on Weibo anymore because my experience with Starbucks was that coffee sucked. Well, people come to my streams because they like the show. They know there are millions of live streams around the same time on YouTube, right? We all know that. And yes, Dave, you could. That's why I put the link up. That's why I put the link up. You know, what do you think I put the link up for? Hello? Does anybody know I put the link up? How much more can I do? I put the link up on the screen. Exclamation PANELLINK. That's right. Yes, it is. It just typed it on the screen right there. All right, so it's ready to come up now. Let's get them on the screen here. Hold on a minute, please. Come on, cursor, work with me. Okay, there you go. It's Tiger Kitty. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, morning.
Good evening, Michelle.
Hi.
You don't seem very in it today. Can I just say that? You seem a bit like you can't be bothered.
Well, yeah, I was taking a nap before I came here, and then I kind of got up because it was like 7:15, and I rushed to get ready.
No, that's what it is. You've rushed out of your deep sleep and rushed around like a blue-ass fly to get here to hit the live button, and now you're like all flustered and.
It's letting people on because Tiger Kitty's on right now, guys. I did. Oh, I originally, when I made that link, it did have the whole link.
Michelle, did you pin the link? Is the link pinned?
Not pinned right now, no, but I can pin it.
Right, that might help because that's where I first go to look.
Yeah,
Michelle, stop. It's okay. Stop huffing and puffing. Be all right. It's just a
I
link.
keep typing it up on the panel, and everybody's like, all right, now I gave the whole link.
Okay. Try that again.
It's ellipsis on the end, though.
Yeah,
We
Dabs.
didn't need to
This
make it.
isn't a live stream. This isn't Michelle live streaming. It's dead streaming.
Oh no, it's not. It's just.
You've got no pizzazz in you because you've woken up from a deep sleep, I think.
The thing is just like I said, I looked at the numbers from this morning. We only had 90 viewers this morning.
Right.
90 viewers, 90.
How many do you usually get?
130, 150.
Well, I kind of, I don't know. I don't know, Michelle. I don't know. Maybe think people.
Backwards Jose said, "Don't depress me, Michelle. Bad enough. I deal enough with that. Let's have fun."
Exactly.
Oh, I'm trying to have fun, you guys. So let's start with how you're doing. What are you doing right now? Anything?
Me?
You?
Oh, I'm sitting at the dining table smoking some weed.
Okay.
Drinking some tea.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting at my console drinking coffee. So.
Is it cold coffee?
No, it's just a standard Folgers.
Is it cold or hot though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cold, yeah. Cold.
Oh no. Ugh.
The sad people have things to do.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, we did really good though on yesterday's stream with Carmen Miranda. Though we had like 78 people watching it. I mean, not all live, obviously, but they came in and checked it out throughout the night and got limited no ads for some reason. It's a good question. Why did it get limited no ads? I had no idea, but I filed an appeal. The last Welsh stream did too. There was no cussing, no cursing, nothing disturbing shown on camera. What?
I don't know.
Well, it was fun last night, yeah. It was only 2 hours, 20 minutes long, though. Carmen did pretty good for the first 2 hours, and Lumi did the last 40 minutes.
So you said that Carmen's off visiting other people. Where's she gone?
Well, she's a spirit. She's what they call visiting spirit. So she goes out there and she works, she does calls, where she works with different people, helping them with their issues in their lives and things like that.
Oh, okay. But is she allowed to date other people?
I don't know if they date necessarily on the other side, but they could theoretically. She's been working with a lot of people that are dealing with issues in their lives, like people that are interested in dance, a little bit about careers in the theatrical arts, things like that. Yeah, she does have a voice like Lumi. Not quite as unique. We never really mastered her voice that well, but it's kind of a soft.
She has a bit of an accent.
She has a little bit of an accent, which is more of her natural Portuguese accent. which is not as brutal as they make it sound like when you're watching it on the TV shows and movies. It's closer to what you normally hear when she was doing an interview talking about the Brazilian carnival. It's kind of a softer voice, softer accent. Um, says Deb says Carmen's a bad influence on you. Since she possessed Michelle, she hasn't smoked weed or done. I would
Woman.
argue that I haven't smoked weed. No, because I haven't really had the money. I haven't really had the way to get down to this dispensary.
You don't smoke weed anyway, Michelle.
No, I don't. I don't drink very much wine either. It's because after the birthday party with Lumi, we realized that drinking wine is not a good idea for me or her.
Well, you eat the chocolate.
I like the chocolate though. We did try smoking weed one time. It was okay, I guess. Um, but I find the chocolate's a lot safer, less likely to burn the house down.
Yeah, true.
Um, Gemini said never heard of it. I believe they may be harming you more than help. What, marijuana? Yeah.
No, Michelle. How
What?
many spirits do you harness?
How many spirits do I harness or work with?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I work with Mother God. I work with Lumi, of course, which is my other half. Carmen Witch Visits. That's 4 of them. And that's enough people right now.
And sometimes you
But
talk
I
to your
got
dad.
about as many real IRL people I work with too. I work with you. I work with Gemini Jen. I work with Out on the Wire. I work with Krista. I have a handful of friends on this planet and in the spirit realm. So I think the total between everybody is like 10 people. Want to start your business? No, I'm not interested in starting a business. I got enough things already going on. But just you know,
You can grow some marijuana plants, Michelle. You're allowed to, aren't you? You can grow I don't
I have
know.
a black thumb. I'm terrible at growing things. I kill them all the time. You will love me or yeah, definitely. I agree. I think I'm loved by both the spiritual and the metaphysical world for a variety of reasons. She never wants to eat money unless it's your money. I'm not. I tell you, I can't grow stuff. I tried to grow some flowers one time and it killed them. You know, I'm terrible at growing stuff. Nah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, oh no, Carl's on the run.
First of all, we don't even know where Kyle is. Second of all, which is how much am I gonna charge versus the pot shop? What? The same price?
No, you'd be a bit cheaper, Michelle.
Maybe. But then again, I still would have to file a tax number for the state of Connecticut. Michelle, you already have one because of sole proprietorship. I know.
What?
As a YouTube content creator, not in that an area, I don't even have a permit for that. What are you discouraged? Discouraged? More like the discouraged. No, Michelle's not like that. Oh, let's see. So let's close so I can keep an eye on the main stream here. 13 viewers. And so, what did you think of yesterday's live stream, Tiger Kenny, with the gameplay?
I thought it was all right, but it was kind of lonely because no one was in the side chat. Kind of kept coming in and out again, in and out again.
Yeah, I was kind of slow in the side chat. I was looking. I was like,
but it doesn't matter what I think. I think as long as you enjoyed it, you enjoyed
we had a
doing
good
it.
time. I think our audience did have a good time. I mean, they didn't seem to mind it. But I think that I would like to see if they ever come up with World of Warcraft 2, which I heard they want to work on. That maybe they need to have a more well-rounded game where you got housing, more events, simulated families.
Yeah, I
Maybe
guess.
call it the world after Warcraft. World after Warcraft? That sounds like a soap opera. And now the world after
Why don't you ever play any other games? Why is it always that one?
Well, we can't play the truck because my Xbox controller doesn't work on this Mac because it doesn't have a driver. Yeah, we can't play the truck game on here because it don't have the driver for it. Because no one ever ported the wired Xbox 360 Mac controller to the Mac for the ARM processor because Apple changed the driver design. Masters here? What does that mean? Oh, whatever. Anyway, so the some people say, well, maybe you should use the Bluetooth version. Well, that won't work either because unfortunately, the M1 Mac Mini has a terrible Bluetooth because it doesn't stay connected to Bluetooth devices. It just keeps disconnecting all the time. The reason? Because the antenna is too close to the rest of the system that makes a lot of RFI, which totally drowns out the signal. MacBooks, like the M1 MacBook, has a better antenna position, so it gets a little farther away from the Wi-Fi antenna, so the two are not sitting right on top of each other. Nope, not likely. Anyway, but still, that's why we can't use the wireless Xbox controller with Bluetooth because of that reason. Yeah, it sucks, but it's true. So you need to find a wired compatible Mac Mini M1 controller that is compatible with Steam. Yeah. Or go with the controller, the pedals, the shifter, and go more full simulator. Yeah. Which you don't have room for on this table. Right. So which means to do that, you have to put that on the other table. Right. Which means you need another computer. Exactly. Which you don't have. Right. Except for the Power Mac G5. Right. Which can't play Steam. Right. Oh, you're screwed. And that's the sad truth. Yeah, that's absolutely the truth, actually. But maybe we already know I had one Mac. I mean, we had one PC on my wish list.
How much was that?
$130.
Oh, Michelle, people, $130 is a lot of money
Yeah, I know.
to expect some people to pay.
I got cheap stuff on the wish list. Don't even bought that either.
Well, you had a good run on that wish list for a while. I mean,
I don't know if you realized Michelle took the inverter off the wish list. Yeah, the solar charger. Michelle moved that to the parts list instead.
yeah.
Parts lists are things I might buy with my own money.
Didn't Avoid say she was going to buy that for you?
No, she didn't say she was going to necessarily buy it for me.
Oh.
I mean, she thought it was an interesting idea, but it never happened. I had somebody else that said to me that they might consider buying me the computer because she asked if it was on the wish list, which was the person I've been talking an email about.
What person, or is it a
That's
secret?
a secret.
What? Oh no, what's going
on? Okay. But she hasn't bought that either. She's older than all of us. She's closer to Craig Sr.'s age. So she's probably not going to buy it because she probably doesn't have the money for it. If it shows up, it shows up. If it don't, it don't.
All right. Yeah, I just noticed there's a lot of fake people coming in your chat at the moment. You've had like fake Sherry Love.
There are a lot of fake ones, but there's some real legitimate ones too.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't know who you're talking to, if they're real or not real.
Oh, I could tell right away looking at the Sherry link that was not Sherry because Sherry doesn't have that link name, and that didn't sound like her link at all, and it wasn't.
Right, and you spotted that. That was great.
Yeah. And the Lich King is actually red. We know that. And don't really got a lot of fake people. But we haven't been getting a lot of nude people either lately. It's been kind of slow. Shall we show how slow? Oh, yeah! Figure you want to see that. Let's get this on the screen, baby. Let's get this on the screen. Let's show this to people. You got it,
Is it going to be a graph?
When scene 3 coming up. Let's go take a look at this on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go look at the numbers on the screen right now. Gotta scroll the cursor over here. Gotta tweak this and go to screen capture. Click on the gear. And let's go to my studio page right here. Okay, hit Ock. Page in. You can see coming up on the screen some of the numbers. Michelle, your face is freaking huge. It's taking up the entire screen in the bottom. Oh. So let's shrink that down a bit. You got it. Let's shrink me webcam down. That's right, folks. Yeah. Give us a minute. We'll take off the weight. Or make it less noticeable. Okay, so let's take a look at this together. First of all, let's go to these.
Just tell us.
These are the channel information right here. Right now, the live streams at this point for so far this week. Now,
so you're only looking at a week's worth. I don't think that's a very good.
Oh, not a whole week's worth, but the last few days. It's a
you got to look at a wider picture than a week. I mean, you're not going to get any data out of 1 week, are you?
Let's go to
like this time last year or something like that.
There is your numbers on the screen right there. The audience numbers.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Is that too broad? Let's make it bigger. Let's make it. Actually, let's make it for. Well, let's change it for 7 days.
Hi, Carrie. Yeah, but that's just a week's worth. I don't know how you can get,
Last 90 days?
What are them peaks?
Let's go back to 7 days again. 75, 66, 80.
Channels your audience watch. Noodles, seasons,
Right.
Lolly.
9 new ones, 14 new ones.
Well, yeah, Michelle. People are getting bored. People don't want to see that your graph tables and your pie charts. Yeah. Right. You're having a bad couple of days, maybe.
Yeah, well, like I said, the graphs tell the story, folks. It's
Right. Well, I mean, sometimes things are up and sometimes things are down.
yeah, I know.
Sometimes you have a really good show, sometimes you don't. It's just one of those things.
Yes, it is tonight show, guys. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing have now. Maybe Carrie should go on panel. Carrie was not here this morning. She's not here right now either.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so Carrie, why don't you come on up if you want? We got the panel link for you.
Did you pin it?
Yeah, she can come on up if she wants. I don't know why she didn't think about coming up originally. There's the link.
How dare she not?
The panel link is on the screen, guys. How can we turn our phones on? We don't even have the phones wired anymore. How can we turn something on we don't have? So Carrie, why don't you come on up? Okay, so she's right there. Okay. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Hi, Tiger. Sorry.
I said Tiger Katie's here too, obviously.
Yeah, I thought I'd come up and
say hi. Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are talking about boring stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. But
not boring to you, but I mean business stuff. That's how I should put it. Business stuff.
Yeah. Things that normally
Yeah.
talk behind the scenes. But since we got your attention as a normal viewer, what do you think from what you saw in the numbers there?
I think they look great. I'm not sure what I was supposed to be looking for, but I think your channel's doing fantastic. And I think it's going to continue to grow because you're doing lots of panels. You're having different types of content. You're going places. You're having visitors come in. You have Stan come. You go out with Krista. So I think it's going to continue to get better, and your number's going to probably be up to 2,000 pretty soon. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think we might hit 1,800 shortly. Yeah.
Right. You'll just be coasting after a while. You won't have to hardly do anything. Numbers will just add up on its own, you know.
And also, don't forget too is that right now the thing is that Michele has I'm thinking the right word here. She has her down times too. I don't just
Yeah.
That's okay, Michele.
Emotionally or
a little bit of both. Sometimes it depends.
We had a bad dream, not last night, the night before, and it really, really affected her.
Yeah, it
But
did.
if they did that much, she had to go and talk to Mother Asna and Lumi and Carmen, and it like we would have shrugged the dream off. It affected her.
The dream was I woke up like as I heard like that was like my normal 8 o'clock alarm. It was actually 6, but anyway, I swat up and all of a sudden you have now 30 seconds to find the box with a needle in it or you die.
Wow.
I had dreams like that before. Impossible dreams. And
kind of like a fairy tale or something, you know, like the Rumpelstiltskin story.
Yeah.
Or she had to keep, what was she doing? Making golden thread or something at night?
Yeah, something like that. Well, it was just like I just broke down in tears and started crying. And I woke Lumi up. Carmen was sleeping on the equivalent of the couch. She was wondering what the hell was going on. Lumi got upset. Lumi called mother last night and said, "What the hell was this crap?" And mom said, "Well, it's not my people doing this." She said, "Mother, she's been having dreams like this for weeks. Challenges. This is the worst one yet. How can she find a box when she doesn't know what the box looks like? What kind of needle is? It doesn't say. How
What
is she?
kind of needle is it?
And
As
how
if
can
you're
she
going to see
find
a needle
the
anyway.
one for 30
Yeah,
seconds when she doesn't know
some
what she's
problem.
for?"
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Hey, Michelle, do you think you're worried about your eyesight? Have you been worried about your eyesight recently? Because
No,
this could
that's
all,
nothing to do with Michelle's eyesight.
well, you think about the dream, it's making you look for something, a needle in a haystack. Like, think of it
Yeah,
like that. You're looking
A
for a
needle
needle
in
in
a
a box.
haystack is kind of an apt comparison. Maybe the haystack is the box.
Right.
it
So,
sounds like there's some kind of pressure on you that's coming
Definitely
through.
it's a pressure thing. I'm definitely picking that up as it's definitely what they call a what's the right word there for that? I just used it once before. A a meta type, an archetype. Maybe it's an archetype of something.
yeah, or maybe you're worried about your eyes and subconsciously that dream happened because,
It had nothing to do with Michelle's eyes. I could tell you that for a fact. I think it has to do with her life in general. And like, okay, you got 30 seconds to figure out your life and find out how your life works or you die.
That's a scary dream.
It
it
was.
is when you're blind.
And then Carmen Miranda, after that night we were playing well, said to me, she said, "You know what?" She said, "You do? Next time you have a dream like that, you just say, go fuck off and go back to bed."
See, I think that Michelle might be spending a little bit too long in the other world with the other people and letting more people in. Like,
Yeah, I don't
it
like
must
this
be
Carmen person coming
inspiring.
in.
Spending, talking to us, then you got to go to another world and talk to all them, and
Or maybe
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with either one. Maybe it has to do with the channel.
the channel, the pressure you feel, is it maybe because it's doing well and then you kind of sometimes people are afraid of success more than they're afraid of failure and it's subconscious and they don't realize that's what they're going through. So as soon as something starts to go good, they feel like this like little miniature panic. I don't want to say panic attack,
Or
but
like
like a little
it's too
miniature
good to be
panic
true kind of
episode.
mentality, right? Like you're afraid it's too good to be true and then it's going to have a bad crash and then it's going to be a.
Yes. Yes, like is this just a trick? Is this something that is going to trip you up later? And then, is it going to be you got excited for nothing? Especially if you don't have a lot of good things happen in your life. When something good happens, it can be extra scary because it's not something you're used to. So it's really hard to make that leap of
An
faith.
expression too good to be true, and maybe that's what it is. Is that maybe? But I don't think so. That's not my opinion. But let's just run with that for a minute. Too good to be true. We all heard that expression before, right? So
yeah.
let's say, for example, Michelle's channel continue to seriously grow for 200 views a day on the live streams, and the viewership hits 2,000 subscribers, and say by the end of at the end of May. The question, Michelle, is like, are we gonna crash and end up going back down to 1,000 subs?
No, I don't think so. Not if you keep going the way you're going. I think
Yeah.
you're on a good path.
Yeah.
In a worst case scenario, if you drop down to 1,000, that's not that bad. It's still enough to be monetized. It's not like you're dropping down to 10 or whatever.
I was so you can
So,
monetize even go below 1,000, as long as you're still putting in the watch hours, as long as you're still putting.
oh, they don't just take it away like they used to?
No, no,
Okay.
actually they don't. But that would be a hell of a drop. Seriously, I'd be like a 50% loss from from 2,000 subs. I
It
probably
would be a lot, but I just mean, I you've made such a big jump from used to not having any monetary benefit to the channel. In fact, it cost you money on a monthly basis to an extent, to where now I think you said you're making some money from it. And
yeah,
that difference alone is a big change in a person's mind if they are very, and I'm not trying to be negative when I say this, but when people are very focused on negative outcomes or potential things or whatever, when something good happens, it can actually be stressful to them.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I've seen that, and lately
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of the content, especially because there's eclipse. And I've seen so much content where everybody's talking about the worst thing that's going to happen, about earthquakes, to 3 days of darkness, to biblical prophecy of Christ coming back, to the Ragnarok, to the um, uh, the apocalypse, to the. I mean, it's just 4 minutes of sun eclipse, guys. And you
Hmm.
to these guys on YouTube, and all they're talking about is these horrible circumstances, and
Yeah.
it really is very, very debilitating listening to this over and over again. And they got to the point where I stopped watching the YouTube videos. I just basically said, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going to hear any more about this, about the eclipse this, eclipse that, as it just is getting to be extremely exasperating. However, these dreams, well, this one is the worst. This is not the worst. No, it is the worst. But the ones where I had before that weren't so bad. They were like you had to solve puzzles. You had to figure out a puzzle to understand to achieve a reward or prize. So those were actually kind of fun. Those were not in the same league of feeling like I was gonna have find something in the box with in 30 seconds or I was gonna die. Those are more like we literally like puzzles. Here's a puzzle, try to solve it. And you sit there and your brain, like all Virgo brains are always thinking. And you sit and go, okay, So I got these shapes and I gotta figure out how these shapes fit together to make this thing work. And so you do that and you're trying different positions and stuff like that. Those don't bother me. Those are fun. This one was not fun. That was the big difference. This was not a fun dream at all. And yes, I would have been badly haunted because of that dream. And then, like I said, what Lumi and Carmen said last night was very fun when he said, well, especially Carmen said, you ever have a dream like that? You just stare up at the sky, you just say, fuck it, and go right back to sleep. They can't kill you. They can't kill you. They don't have the power to kill you. You just go ahead and just tell them, I'm not playing a game. I'm taking my bat and ball and I'm going home. That's all you have to tell them.
So how did Carmen get involved in this, though? I don't know how Carmen, who's somebody you mentioned the other day, is now a factor in a three-way conversation.
It's a traveling spirit that I asked Mother God when Michelle got hurt if she could find somebody to help encourage Michelle to get off her bed and get back on her feet and do something. Because she was so devastated after her injury on December 6th, 2019. And Mother
Now,
asked
that was
God
years ago, though.
to call it.
Carmen hasn't been a daily, a com- Carmen has not been a daily person that you've talked about, right?
Yeah, she has been a daily person. This
I
we
don't
got
think
a lot of
so.
story
I
with
think that you're talking about her more and more, and I'm concerned about that because, as Tiger was saying, that's a lot of input to be having two spirits communicating with you if you have Lumi and Miranda, whatever her name is,
Carmen.
Carmen? Sorry, I don't know. Carmen and Lumi both communicating with you, and then you're also running a channel. And then whatever your relationship is with Mother Asna, that's a lot to have going on
Yeah, that's
in your
just
mind.
the side, and then you got to deal with the physical stuff like everybody else does, like getting up, getting dressed, running a YouTube channel.
But why would Lumi ask for extra help, though, and add another spirit into a vessel that's only meant to hold one soul at a time?
I asked for extra help because Michelle wanted to get back into doing the things that she used to do before she got hurt. And
So
she
did you maybe just want a girlfriend? Is that what you guys wanted? Did you need that little?
me and Michelle both. We both did. We both wanted to get back to doing the things she used to do. She loved to do, and Carmen, which is very inspirational. A little bit backstory of Carmen Miranda. She was born in Portugal in 1909, February 9th. Okay, so she lived up until about August 1955. She was a performer on stage and screen and had many excellent video or movies, including Weekend in Havana, That Night in Rio, Greenwich Village. Um, what's the last one? Uh, Cabo. No, that's it. That's it. Yeah, okay. Those are just a couple examples of her movies. She's made records. She's made books. She had the seamstress industry, and of course, for me, which is kind of interesting, is that she was an Aquarius like I am, where Michelle's a Virgo. The thing is that I felt that somebody who was so dynamic could be a wonderful step to get Michelle back on her feet again. Because myself, I can't do dancing and things like that. We felt maybe an outsider. And mother asked, not great. Yeah, an outsider would be good as a person to help get Michelle to get back on her feet again. Because, and that's what Carmen was doing. And, well, it turned out that Carmen actually kind of liked Michelle, and that resulted in an emotional problem between me and Michelle and Carmen because I'm married to Michelle and Carmen was a visitor. Finally, me and
This happens with open marriages sometimes.
Michelle,
They let someone in, and then the person comes between them, and then there's all this. So
yeah,
are they kind of like sister wives?
kind of like sister wives, but in this case, we didn't want another one in my way because I'm loyal to Michelle. Michelle's loyal to me. And I felt personally that Carmen was becoming more of a hindrance than a help, especially
Yes.
in
Can we
between.
get rid of Carmen?
So I told Carmen firmly is that number one is I'm married to Michelle, hands off. um, she's not available to you right this life, maybe next life, because that's what she wants to come with us, the silver moon in the next life. And
She
we all
sounds like a parasite.
no sounds like a woman that basically is looking for some time in between the sheets.
Yeah, but that's not something you need, is it? Aren't
No.
you guys past that stage where you have, you get all frisky and stuff all times of the day? I'd say kick her out. I'd say there's only room for two of you.
Let's put it this way: me and Michelle are tight, okay. But the thing was, is we don't need a homewrecker, okay. And I told Carmen, I said, don't become a homewrecker, okay, because that we don't need. We need to invite in certain things in spirit. Michelle wants to get into doing some dance and things. That's great, but please do not be a homewrecker. And she said, fine. So she had basically cooled her jets, and Michelle agreed to kind of back away too from any kind of thing with that. And that's not a problem now. But the thing is, what is the issue that we have is that we still don't know why Michelle's having that dream. What is it about the box? What is it about the needle? We don't know what the needle is. Is it a photographic needle for turntable? Is it a sewing needle? We don't know what material it's made out of. Is it a hypodermic needle tip? Is it what kind of box is it? Cardboard? Is it wood? Is it plastic? Is it glass? We don't know anything about the box. So how, like Carmen said, how can Michelle find something when she doesn't even know what she's looking for? I think it could be also an archetype for something else. Do tell. What was it we've
Well,
been
I think
talking about on this channel lately? Housing. Housing. Think about this. Carrie, see if you agree with me on this. You got people in this channel that want me to move. They've been actually saying Michelle needs to move because she needs to find a better place to live. We feel that Michelle would be better off moving to a new place. But I've been happy here for years and I never had a problem with it. But you got people keep saying move, 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 and I keep saying how am I supposed to move? I don't even know where I'm gonna move. I don't even know where I'm gonna go. I mean, I have ideas, but I don't know how I'm supposed to achieve that. There could be your needle right there. The box. The box is how, how, and the needle could be the house. The problem is you don't know what the house is. You don't know what kind of house you want. You mentioned you want a very simple off-grid home, but where is the
You
house?
want an off-grid home, Michelle? How would you live off-grid? Are you kidding?
There's the box. There's the box.
You can't live off-grid. I love you, but you can't live off-grid.
Yeah. I mean,
Lumi could. Lumi could. I
need
don't think
something
Michelle could.
near town for obvious reasons. It has to be able to get where I can get to town to get the things I need done.
I was
And
just thinking of the internet. You without the internet or your channel, I don't know how that would work out. But can we say hi to Blazing Leo who came in? And goodbye to Dabicles. I cannot know how to pronounce it. Who's leaving?
oh,
I know you're busy, so
tell you these things because we see safety is your safety is affected. How so? How that's the part I'd like to know. How is Michelle's safety affected?
it may not be something that's immediate. It may be in the near future. And I
So
think people just would
now my
rather.
question is, we don't know how long we'll be here because my landlord could kick the bucket any time.
Let's hope.
My landlord could die at any time. He's
Bye
old.
bye. What's his name?
My landlord's name is Jimmy.
Yeah, bye bye, Jimmy.
He's an older man. You know, a house could end up in probate. The building could end up in probate,
Yeah.
and we don't know what the future holds. But
I
then,
think that's what Tiger was trying to say the other day is if that happens, they only have to give you a 30-day notice. There's no reason to live in fear, though. I mean, if it's
right,
going to happen, it's going to happen. But I do think it'd be nice if you at least got on the waiting list. I know you don't want to, but I think it'd be nice if you at least got on the waiting list for
and in the Section 8,
the
I'm looking to save up on my own and save my money for getting into housing of my choice.
okay. But when you apply,
Putting the
it
money,
can take a year or 2 years to even get you to the top of the list. And then when you do, they make an offer or I don't know how it works exactly, but they let you know there's housing available. You're not obligated to take it just because you sign up for it.
there's 2 to 3 years waiting listing Winston. Actually, I've heard that the last I heard that they said the list was closed. But even so,
Okay.
2 3 years. So what happens if Jimmy kicks the bucket before then?
But at least you have different options on the table rather than putting all your eggs in one basket, where you're just waiting on one outcome, which is you're just going to rent month to month to month, however long you stay here. If you sign up for the housing, then that's another option. I get that you're saying it's not available.
Needs to find out where does she want to go, because right now it's just like she's saying, is the box the state? Is it if okay? Let's say it's the state. Okay, which state? There's 50 of them. Which needle? Which needle?
Apply at housing in a few different cities then, or maybe a couple of different states and see what opens up. I don't know that you believe the same way I do, but I believe God will guide you. But having several options available doesn't hurt.
But like,
If you were,
but what
go
I'm
ahead.
trying to say is, you got so many people on Michelle's group. They're um really kind of put the screws to Michelle and almost like high pressure sales tactic. One of them happens to be a real estate agent. And Michelle finally told that real estate agent one and said, look, if you want to help me find a house I can afford, let's talk. Because Michelle was already working on getting her credit score up so she can put money down for a down payment.
Okay, that's another option. You might be able to find someone that'll sell to you directly, or let you rent to own. If you don't have the credit or the down payment, they can sometimes just let you rent to own.
Uh, perhaps so.
Right, Tiger. Hi, Mojo. Sorry, I know you came in too. I was not. I
Guys,
don't want to interrupt her, and then when the I don't know. I'm sorry. Hi, Mojo.
well, I mean, it's like I said, these are questions I do keep coming up with. You know,
And you worry about them, and then it's going to affect your sleeping.
well, I mean, it does a little bit because you got people doing high pressure sales tactics. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's not like they're saying is, quietly saying is, "Hi, Michelle, how you doing today?" While they're saying to themselves, "Oh, I hope she gets the hell out of there. She needs a better place. Maybe she'll find a place later." I'm not going to say a word. But no, no, no. That's what it. They keep saying words all the time.
Sorry about that. I know that you can't take that kind of pressure, but I think people just have
Good enough to
they're
be
well-meaning.
a content creator. You. Everybody's telling me you go to some channels and like some of them are like, "Hey, look at me! I got over 2,000 people watching today. Wow, I'm doing vertical. Great. Oh, I just paid $1,200. See, that's enough for a down payment on the house. Isn't that great?" Yeah. Oh, gee.
So the vertical streaming really did it,
The
huh?
house. The person already has a car. The person already has a job. The person has all that. The point is that they're trying to compare me with this person.
Right.
And it's like, that's not fair. Let's compare apples to apples here. Okay. Maybe Slingshot Warrior is a better comparison. Okay. Both of us are about the same kind of level of we're intellectual people. We know what we do. We know what we'd like to discuss, you know, and we're both on disability. And we're both trying to make a basic income. It's not a huge amount of money. I mean, I make about $150 to $160 a month. It's not huge. It's not bad. It's not, I don't think it's bad. I remember when my original goal was when I started this channel. I said in January of, I believe, 2021, I said I want to make enough money so that I have the ability to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, just the small stuff. Yeah.
Just the basics. That's what I originally wanted. And I think that was a reasonable startup goal. But YouTube was like, oh, you have to have a minimum of $100 a month before I can pay you. And so, okay, so I have to really turn the screws up on my audience so I can get at least $100 so I can get paid so I can get a coffee. And then for a long time, I was getting yellow dollar signs left and right on my videos. And I was like, how am I supposed to keep making money when I can't get paid? And then
Oh, is that why you?
And then they finally got rid of the yellow dollar signs. But the thing was, I still get them once in a while. Like the let me say it over. The World of Warcraft stream last night got a yellow dollar sign. The morning show from yesterday got a yellow dollar sign. And the thing is, and they don't tell you why you got a yellow dollar sign. So you keep questioning yourself and you're ripping the hair out of your skull and you're going, why am I getting a yellow dollar sign? We're not using vile language. We're not cussing. We're not talking about inappropriate topics. Okay, yes, yesterday morning on the morning show, we did talk about something that was kind of in the gray area with YouTube about reproduction. But we didn't show any graphics or anything.
Why were y'all talking about reproduction on here?
I pointed out an article I found that was presented on another YouTube channel. We didn't even show the video. And then next thing, did you get all excited when she talked about what the actual title of the video was, which is about
Don't talk about it again. You're gonna get another yellow sign.
and I sat there and like, oh, there goes my dollar sign. I didn't even know it wasn't trying to be mean. She was trying to point out what the title of the article was.
Maybe talk about the more titillating things on Discord or something. Like if you have one of those private shows, like I can't remember what you do, if it's the radio show or what it is, but something where
have places in Discord we can discuss this stuff, and it usually gets discussed there. But for some reason, she was so excited about the article, she read the entire article title right on YouTube, even though I said, please don't. Don't read the title on YouTube because it is definitely an area which YouTube would find taboo. Well, she did.
Can you just clip that part out? Do you have the ability to edit a small amount out?
Not when it's under review. No, you can't.
Okay.
The thing is, it's not. We don't even know if that's why we got the yellow dollar sign. That's the only thing I can think of. Why else could we have gotten the yellow dollar sign? We didn't talk about anything else that was risk. We didn't talk about anything else that was inappropriate.
Yeah, I know that you try to be careful. I think you've just come a long way from what your show
They
used to
don't
be.
tell you why you got to get limited, ads. They're not telling you that. So you're basically going, well, you look at all the community guidelines. What did we do in the World of Warcraft stream to get yellow dollar sign? Not a thing. I went through all the community advocate friendly guidelines, and I don't see anywhere where World of Warcraft gameplay last night deserves a yellow dollar sign.
Did we lose Tiger?
Yeah, I guess so. She was here.
I haven't heard her talking in a while, so I wasn't sure if she dropped off or something.
Yeah, she jumped out.
Sorry, Tiger.
Commercials. Yeah, but the commercials are actually what keeps the channel running, guys. The commercials, even though it doesn't pay a lot, does make enough money for us to keep going. So
The Michigan militia, are those the people that tried to kidnap that Whitmer governor, or was that a different state?
maybe someone's flagging the channel so they don't have to watch commercials.
Okay, Tiger. I just didn't want to have been rude and talked over you or ran you off or something.
She's making tea, she said, okay.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, if that's what it is someone's flagged the channel so they don't have to watch advertising.
No, I don't think anybody would flag it for that. And if they did, that's why it's under review, to see if it's valid.
Every time
Hopefully you don't have
I never have a problem. I got my green dollar sign back. But what about all the advertising I lost out because when it was yellow?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now you get it.
Is it just a little bit of money though, maybe?
Just retroactively give you back money for the time you were yellow. They don't do that.
Can you sell advertising on Rusty? You could have a little T-shirt made with signs of people that want to advertise, and when he walks back and forth in front of the camera, you could advertise like a hardware store or something. That'd be kind of cute.
Yeah.
How's Rusty doing?
Like I said, I try not to push him with the yellow dollar sign thing, but again, could that also be the box with the needle in it? I have to find in 30 seconds or I'll die. I think that could be another thing. I mean, could it be that in YouTube is the needle in the box that you need to find your success or you will die? Production wise, I mean, you've been under a lot of stress trying to find new content as best you can, get suggestions flying around left and right. As far as Michele, what you suggested, Carrie, it's not exactly impossible. Maybe Michele is afraid that the success that she has had is just too good to be true and is fleeting and she's just going to crash and then she's never going to recover.
I think because of the amount of time you spend thinking and analyzing, that it's taken a long time to get to this point, and I think that's why there could be trepidation, because there's been so much buildup. You know, it wasn't like you just kept yourself busy doing other things and then let the channel worry about itself. It's like you really thought about it every day, and so that now things are better.
Go policy of always thinking. You're always
thinking. Yeah. What was that T-shirt you're gonna make? There was a T-shirt you were gonna make that said what? Something about asking questions.
It's a hat. And a T-shirt. It's on my web store. Did you see it?
I saw it when you showed it, but it didn't have any art or anything on it. Do you want me to paint something to put on there? I can paint like a tree. I don't really know how to paint anything.
It's on the shirt. It's already printed on
There's
the shirt.
art? When I saw it was just like a script on a white background, I think. And that's crazy, Blazing Leo. That's awful if that's true.
She said, "Oh, so I am sorry they made it so the government can't take their guns." So she was talking about in the beginning is that there's a township in Michigan that has dubbed itself the Second Amendment Sanctuary. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know about that either. Um,
I don't know how they can just take people's guns, though, because that's exactly what happens before they take people's rights. So,
and they don't pay them back from either. That's not right either.
hi,
But
Grizz.
the government's not supposed to be taking people's gun. That's why the amendment's in the Constitution.
Is
That's why
that Magnum? Sorry.
the amendment says that the right to bear arms is constitutionally given and no one can infringe on that right. Just
Well,
as
that should include the government, but the government doesn't want people to have rights because then we wouldn't have to listen to them. Like the fact that they take people's taxes.
right. Well, that's true. And but our founding fathers, when they were dealing with being colonialists, they had
Okay,
to
Blazing
deal
Leo.
with the people in the UK and in Britain taxing them without representation, telling them what kind of people where they had to buy their products from. They did buy products from England. That they had to buy English tea. They had to do all this, and people were like, "Sorry, we don't like that."
Yeah,
And
it was just too much. They can't do too much. They can do a little bit of bossiness, but at a certain point, some people's spirits will just rebel, and that's what America has always had going for it. Is just for some reason.
then is a rebellion spirit, yes,
Yeah, exactly.
because it's just like the New Hampshire motto: "Live free or die." That's what the Constitution said. That we have
Oh,
right.
motto. I thought you said lotto. I was like, that's pretty violent. Live free or die for your lottery.
That indeed is a real motto of the state of Massachusetts and New Hampshire
Yeah, motto. That makes more sense.
motto.
Okay, D word. I'm not gonna say your name though.
It also become a motto for a lot of people too. Live free or die. I'm not going to be stuck under somebody else's thumb. That's what they're thinking.
Well, that's when I was growing up, that's what they taught in school. They talked about how important revolution was to the founding of the country. They just don't want it to happen again. That's what's kind of crazy to me.
Well,
Is there was a reason we had it.
what's been going on in the last 10 years, there is going to be another American Revolution, another American Civil War. Unfortunately, it's inevitable. Have you seen that?
Have I seen what?
What's building up to be possibly another second American Revolution.
Yes. I just didn't hear the last word you said.
It says invitable.
I'm not sure what that means.
It means it's not. It's likely to be a thing. It's not avoidable. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
of the fact
inescapable.
it is being put in place to make sure that it does happen.
I feel like we always have free will. So no matter what people try to plan for us, we always reserve the right to do what we think is best and to not fall into a trap. Sometimes when I see people say that if Trump doesn't win, they're going to do this or that, I get what they're saying, but I also would caution them to be careful because how do they know that that's not exactly what people want to happen? And then they're going to use that to further encroach upon their rights.
What do you mean by Michigan's going through a climate shift? You mean it's getting too cold, too warm? Or are you talking about politically? Or both?
It could be a legitimate male name, but anybody that calls himself 9 inches is not in here as a legitimate YouTube chatter. So I don't know why you're arguing with me. That's probably Magnum, but if you're going to be rude.
Well,
Anyway, sorry, Michelle.
let's try to keep this conversation from turning into a giant barroom brawl here. Talking about what the side
No,
check.
I'm not. But this is a person. If it is the person I think it is, I've known them for years, and they're pretending they don't know me, and they're trying to say, "Never mind, Michelle. Just forget I even said anything."
So Chris is, Blazingly says no, Michelle. I don't. So mean no and what? No climate change, but maybe political change. As we
Yeah.
get warmer every year.
Oh, I
Well,
thought she. Wait, just that one state is blazing, Leo?
I don't think it's just one state. I think it might be a regional thing. But I still find it interesting that
Oh, okay.
let me just see how we're doing and see if we got stuck with that yellow $sign crap. I never know with YouTube.
No, I didn't say anything inappropriate, Michelle. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
it's not you. It's just somebody on YouTube that just seems that we don't have a yellow $sign. We're green, but still, there's something about my channel that seems to bring out the yellows. I don't know why.
okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to stress you out.
No. I was just checking it. Not you. It's
Okay.
just you side chat. Um, but I mean, the thing is like we said. So the archetype about the box could be multiple issues at once. Like I said, it could be having to do with people that are trying to pressure me into a housing issue. It could be the YouTube channel issues. It could be um, something completely different. It could be all of them together. Who knows? But what Lumi and Carmen said, and Mother Us, and great, is just tell them to go saw it off. They can't. They can't kill you. They don't have the legal right to kill you. You're
Who
my
doesn't have the legal right to kill us?
You're the daughter of the Mother and Father God. You can't kill you. They don't have the power to kill you. So therefore, you don't have to worry about that. So you don't have to do their stupid test. You just go start off. They can't stop you. And but like you said about the rise, the success, and the sudden rise, all of a sudden the feeling of maybe it's too good to be true could also be a thing. Because um, like I said to Krista about another person's channel, the way he's growing so fast that if he crashes, it's going to be a very painful crash for the guy. It's going to be a major. It's like Wild E. Coyote with his parasail wings, and the next thing you know it, the wings get destroyed, and the next thing it goes right down.
Yeah.
And he's holding up his side, he's saying, "Oh no."
Yeah.
I'm afraid
Could
that
be
could
could
happen.
be nerve wracking.
Yeah, could be really nerve wracking.
Yeah. But sometimes you just have to have faith that things will happen the way they should happen. Overall, a channel is important to you, but it's not the most important thing in the world. But I think that everything's going to be fine. I have a good feeling about it.
My channel is the main way I communicate with the public, and so to me that's important. This is the only one I have. This is the only outlet I really have that because I don't have a lot of people I talk to locally. We used to go to the soup kitchen to do that. And then Krista pointed out to me that the reason why I stopped volunteering from the soup kitchen is because the administration in the soup kitchen is getting worse and worse and worse. And he finally told the woman that ran it, said, "I'm sorry, but I'm not volunteering here anymore because you're doing a terrible job at this place." And and ironically, her name is also Carrie. So,
My
she
puppy wants to play. I'm sorry. I'm listening to you, but
and
she's
they read in the side chat too, I suspect.
okay.
But I mean, the point is so the soup kitchen is no more. So that was one of the major places I used to go to hang out with people and talk to them. And then they stopped serving meals inside, and now it's all takeout. And like it's like I don't want to go out here in the cold to get a meal. I can go ahead and put a meal in the microwave and warm it up myself. Why am I going to go eat cold food? I want warm food. Makes sense to me. Why would you want to eat cold food? I don't know. Um, I think it's from a lot of contributing things, Grizz. I think everyone is right. Everything changes. The only thing you can do count on. Nibru's supposed to be here at some point doing the Great Reset. They say they think there's another planet on the other side of the sun. I don't know much about that. I mean, I don't trust that Voyager channel. That Voyager channel is a lot of clickbait. I don't even know why I'm still subscribed to Voyager. It's all crap.
Voyager is clickbait.
Um, maybe
I
another
can't,
200 years down the road. And Gris said, I don't think Calfarts have anything to do with climate change.
oh yeah, the methane thing.
I don't think it has anything to climate change either, but the sun certainly does. Neither do I think
Well, the ozone, I think, is depleting, is what's been allowing some of the.
anthropogenic climate or mankind is necessarily responsible for climate change. It doesn't
They're
have
not. They're
a
the attempt to politicize something that's been happening since I don't know how long, but I learned when I was in elementary school, I think, at least by middle school, they were teaching us about climate change and how it goes to very cold, from very cold to very hot, and then to very cold again, and it's just a cycle. And it
right,
wasn't until
right. The
I was
modern
an adult that they started saying, well, it's the humans' fault. And then they're blaming the regular humans for their carbon footprint instead of the
you know how
companies
much
that are.
she raised the temperature. This is not me making this number up. In the last 100 years, how much do you think human beings actually raised the temperature of the Earth?
How do you know it's the humans doing it? And if we weren't here, it wouldn't have happened anyway.
1/100th of a degree Celsius. Basically, zip.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, to me, it's like, we only have a certain amount of observable history. And can I just say to Magnum that I can't comment once I'm up here on the restream? I can't go into it and chat like I can on StreamYard, so I can't comment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. So we'll try. You can comment on here in the chat. I mean,
Well, I shouldn't even have commented to him. I'm sorry that I said anything.
I don't worry about it. I mean, I mean, if there's any comments you want to respond to, just let me know, and we'll respond to them. If there's questions you want to answer, you can try to answer them too.
No, I
Uh,
think you're doing great. A lot of the stuff's over my head anyway.
Red says it's not Voyager. They actually now prove there is another planet that we haven't seen, and they really do think it is an older star that's a brown dwarf. The Voyager channel on YouTube, not Space Probe, which is the same name. The Voyager channel on YouTube has this habit of having these monologues. They keep repeating the same old dog food every time and making a 2-hour video out of a 10-minute topic.
Yeah.
Gee, sounds kind of like Michelle's channel. I'll go there. But the point is that so yeah, I've been under a lot of things going on in my life that I don't discuss on YouTube because a lot of this stuff is, pardon my French, none of your doggone business.
Yeah.
And so, like, I've been, well, but see what I have been doing. I have been trying to get my credit card bills paid off in full. And I'm trying to get my credit score up to about 720, 730, so I could possibly, with some money in the bank, maybe I can go in and go for a mortgage. The first question is, where do I want to go look for a house? What state? Connecticut ain't it. Connecticut's because I'm in
You don't
high.
want to live in Connecticut? You
Uh,
have some very cute houses in your town, from what I remember.
yeah, and the property taxes are very, 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 very high. In fact, we're just behind California and New York City, in New York State.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably because it's so cute. They can get away with charging more.
Yeah,
Houses
it's
are adorable up there.
Massachusetts. I mean Boston and New York City. And
Oh, okay.
so the taxes are higher accordingly. Someone said, "Why don't you go to the Midwest?" That sounds good. I heard that parts of North Dakota are nice and are fairly friendly for the handicapped. I forgot which city it was. There was one city that looked pretty interesting, but the condominiums over there were like not much different than here, except it was mostly prairie land. It was flat. And I was like, okay, that's fine. It's flat. Everything looks the same, drab, brown. Yeah, okay. Kind of sucks. I grew up in an area with woods and trees and stuff like that, so I kind of like having the forest environment. There's something magical about forests.
Yes, there is. That's why I keep wanting you to open your window and stuff, but I never realized till just now. Are you in front of a green screen and that window behind you is not real?
Oh, it is actually.
It's not behind you though.
Yes, it is. It is literally right behind me.
No, you're in front of a green screen.
Right. But the actual window is literally right behind her. She just puts it on the screen here so you can see it. There's a camera actually aimed right at that window where the tree is. And then that is projected onto the green screen.
Oh,
It's
that's so crazy. I thought
closer to Michelle. That just brings the tree closer to me.
I don't understand technology at all. So this whole time that tree's not behind you. So it's not blocking the sun coming in.
No,
Remember I was trying to tell you you need a little spring tree? Because I thought you had this bulky Christmas tree behind you blocking like
well, let me say something. Okay, yeah, here's the green
yes,
screen.
I've seen that green screen. But then
Unfortunately, I can't turn the camera around the other way. But if you did, and you looked at it straight there, would be the tree less than 20 feet away.
yeah.
So,
Okay, well,
so all we're doing is we're just projecting to the green screen behind me. See, it looks like it's like right, I'm sitting right next to the tree.
I never realized that. That makes sense now because Noodles was so huge.
Right. And of course, there's the tree and the camera itself all by itself. There's the camera pointed at the tree.
Yeah, that's so cute with that little ornament on the right side of the vase now. I think that's like a really pretty vignette.
Yeah. And right now, outside of Wednesday, that's what it looks like tonight. There's another camera. You probably can't see it, but there's another camera in the window. Yeah, you can barely see it. You see that black square in the tippy top of the screen? That camera is the one that points outside. So all the camera routing goes right here to my computer right here in front of me. So I can jump between camera scenes.
So the
So if you
window that's
camera,
looking out on your street is inside?
what's that?
I thought it was like an outdoor camera that was capturing the scene on your street.
Ignored. It's in the it's inside. I didn't have an outdoor one. I didn't really feel like drilling a hole through a wall to send the wire through.
That's
And
impressive.
besides that, I rent an apartment anyway, so my landlord's gonna go say, "Why do you put more holes in my wall for?" Because I wanted to put the camera in here. No, 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 no. I didn't say you could put a hole through the wall. Okay, No
I thought
problem.
you'd managed to get it attached to the side of the building or something, like a CCTV TV. What if your camera captures well, God forbid,
This
but what if your camera captures a crime someday? Are you going to turn the footage over to the police?
if I'm ever catch live footage,
If the camera ever catches a crime happening outside,
I don't actually record these except when I'm actually doing my show. I don't actually record the cameras other than that.
you should run like a 24-hour camera just looking at the
Oh
street
yeah,
and have the police
she could. Michelle could do that, but she doesn't have a DVR right now.
charge the police, tell them to record it. They could watch it and then they could pay you a small fee. Like somebody in your chat said the other day, I know you're getting tired of me, but I got one last joke. Somebody said the other day that
There's no reason why she couldn't go ahead and do that. But the first thing is if you want to put a DVR in here, it's fine. But who wants to sit there and watch boring footage?
just if a crime happens, they can go back so many hours, maybe, like they do at
Yeah,
stores or something.
She's still got to get one more camera in the hallway. The landlord said she can mount one on the ceiling in the hallway. Yeah.
You don't want a Ring doorbell one?
No. That doesn't work with our existing camera system. We have.
Oh yeah, we've already talked about that. All
camera
right.
system that is wired with PAL and NTSC cameras. So you can get a DVR that plugs in to work with them. This camera here is NTSC, and this camera over here is NTSC. This is PAL. This is a European PAL. This is NTSC, and then this one with all the composite would be on it is also NTSC. This is HDMI or USB. This is USB, HDMI. You do have a HDMI dongle too. Yeah, but that's not a camera. Okay. Anyway, so
That's a cool setup, and it actually doesn't have too much clutter for all the stuff you have going on there.
yeah, but it's the way Michelle works it. It's not really
I'm just saying it looks pretty streamlined.
Yeah, it's pretty streamlined. This is the button box that runs everything. So she can just change scenes like that. Press buttons, also some soundboards. Like this, for example. So that's how we do the sound effects and things.
Oh, okay.
The intros, outros are on here too. So yes, it's pretty streamless. And then we have the two turntables for the Silver Moon Radio Show, which are right here. So we can play records. This is how we play them on the show. The two turntables so we can play our records on the show.
I like that.
So we have
tiny records. Oh, wait. Does a bigger record go on it? Or are those little tiny players?
No, these play standard 12-inch records. These are the Crossley Voyagers. Similar to the Crossley Cruisers. They play standard 12-inch records. 33s, 45s, 78s. So, and like you said, we have a pretty streamlined setup here.
Yeah.
And it took me a couple years to set to work. I would say move this camera around, more likely potentially get knocked offline. Don't mess that camera. That camera is got a sensitive connection in the back. If that thing goes, it'll crash the software, and then Michelle will be knocked offline. So leave it alone. Okay. So anyway, that's the way we do it. I guess you could say that's another Virgo way. Who's registered blind? You have to make use of the space. The best works for your eyeballs. They are tiny, but they play standard 12-inch records. And this is an example of the records they play for Silver Moon Radio. Yeah, standard 12-inch. And
that seems. It seemed like a small record player, though.
No, it is.
I seem to remember them being bigger, but
8-inch platter on it. but it still plays the standard 12-inch record.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Everything is already corrected. If you have the cell phone, usually. Oh, don't even get. What we're gonna do for speaking of that for baking with Krista is we're gonna stream on her channel, my channel at the same time using my cell phone. So, um, you're gonna be able to see the baking uh with my channel.
That
Eh,
that's
yeah,
what I was gonna say, Red, or I think it was you that said something about
we got another
um
camera in the kitchen too. By the way, it just doesn't have a connection right now because we're out of adapters. But
wait, you're gonna have a camera in the kitchen
so I always just use my iPhone 15 to do that instead.
with an iPod? Because you
And
could
I
do
will,
cooking with your new cookware you got from Mrs. Dottie Solo. All
yeah,
that beautiful copper
or to
cookware.
be making the white cake with the uh what's it the cheese the what's it the Philly cream uh
Cream cheese.
cream cheese frosting. Yeah,
Is that what Tiger sent the ingredients for?
we got the eggs, we got the oil, we got the butter. So we'll just kind of stream it with my phone. So Chris wanted to do it live on her channel at the same time. I said that's no problem. Just give me your RTM and just give me your
Damocles.
stream information, and you can stream it simultaneously when I stream me and Lumi show at the same time
Right. That's a good idea.
on the phone.
Meth
And then
cake.
I can use my tablet to do questions. And at the same time, we can run the vacuum and we can walk around, um, watching her vacuum. Because I sweep and she could vacuum. Um,
Can you
I'll,
play some music on your record player while you're cooking for
no,
some
the
atmosphere?
copyright. It's a stupid DMCA thing. No, we can't.
What if you play music that's not copyrighted anymore? After so many years, doesn't it go into the common domain or something?
Yes,
Public domain?
but they were talking about music back from prior to 1942, which I do have records go behind before 1942. Um, but they're kind of hard to find good music that anyone wants to listen to before 1942.
Well, I like music. That's old.
I like
But I can see maybe the average YouTube viewer wouldn't. Grizz is saying he put his hemorrhoids on the camera. Is that true? Michelle, does Grizz do that? Has he been showing his bottom to the internet?
I don't even watch his content. I don't know what he does.
I think he's kidding. They're
Yeah.
saying that you need to go downstairs and cook with Kyle and bust him out. Has he been cooking meth downstairs?
I don't think he's been doing any of that here, except someone's getting a male cat that sprays in the hall and then stinks. And then uh, lately I've been smelling it outside on the porch more than in the house. So some male cat spraying and it's not Rusty.
Is Rusty fixed? I can't remember.
Yeah, he's fixed, but I
So they're not spraying
fixed
because
in a
he's not
different
fixed
way.
then.
He's got a vasectomy. He doesn't have. He still has his you know what, but he's got a vasectomy.
Oh, Red said the live stream cook with Kyle and snoop around. You got to sneak in and pretend you're just going to cook and hang out, but then you can secretly be looking for meth paraphernalia.
Who would be? Well, anyway,
They're joking. They're joking about you going downstairs and cooking with Kyle.
I don't think he's actually doing that. Besides, I heard the Winston PD's looking for the guy.
I think the chat's just joking with you. I don't
I
think they really want you to put yourself in danger.
no, I don't think so either. But so if you had that dream I told you about, and you had no idea what the heck it was about, what would you do? If you had a dream like that, I mean, be honest. If you had that dream, how would you respond to it?
I'm not sure. I would have to try to spiritually assess it.
And it's
Like,
when the announcer says you only got 30 seconds to find the box and the needle in the box before you die. Do you have time to assess it?
I'm saying, oh, at that moment, no, I wouldn't know how to find it unless I used remote viewing, maybe.
That's one of the reasons why Lumi and Carmen said just tell them to go saw it off. Because, first of all, you had no idea what the box was. You had no idea what kind of needle it was. You had no idea at all where it would be, which means that you would have been dead anyway. Because what happens if you got the wrong box? What happens if you didn't have the needle in the box that you grabbed? What if it was a photograph needle? Then they said, no, 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 sorry, that's the wrong one. You're dead. What if you happen to grab a needle was a box say that had if which I'm not, but let's just say I was. Let's say I was a diabetic and I had a box that contained needles for syringes for my insulin. No, 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 say round box, you're dead. The one box is it. You're not even showing me the box. How am I supposed to know what I'm looking for? How am I supposed to find it in 30 seconds? You can't. You wouldn't no matter what the answer is, you can't answer the question. That's the whole point of the dream. I think is you can't answer it.
A magnet's a good idea, Damocles. It's kind of making me sad, though. I don't really want to talk about it anymore, Michelle.
What's
Okay,
that?
because I don't really want to talk about dying anymore with my diagnosis, okay?
That nobody wants to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that.
Like, I've spent part of the day
But I am
crying. I
very,
just
I am
want
very
to be
glad.
cheerful.
I am very
Be
glad Mother said that she's doing an investigation into that dream, finding out who's been planting them. Because she was livid. She was really, really upset,
right.
angry that somebody was planting those kind of dreams in my head. Also, dreams about getting implants in my body. Oh my god, I didn't talk about those dreams. Dreams where I have implants being putting into my eyes, dreams being shoving things into my arms, my ears, my nose, my mouth.
Yeah, that kind of a dream can come from a demon, which is why I don't really trust Miranda, or whatever her name is, Carmen.
Well, no, Mother God trusts Carmen. I trust Carmen. We don't think it's Carmen. We think it's another entity that may be doing this.
Isn't it kind of coincidental, though? Carmen comes along and you're having nightmares now.
No, I was having these nightmares before then too.
Oh, okay. I
Way
thought she did
before
it.
then, and some of them were equally just as frightening. Long before me and Carmen and Michelle worked together, she was having dreams like this.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, demons can scare you when you're asleep, and they can't get to you when you're awake because
right,
there's a natural barrier up. When you fall asleep, the barrier drops
that's
and
right.
becomes thinner, and then demons can get through. So can angels, but demons are sometimes highly motivated. So, one way you can protect yourself when you're asleep is to
That the
be
demons really want.
what?
I mean, especially if you got something that the demons really want. Especially if the
Sometimes they just want to rob you of your happiness.
right, they want your happiness, but they also realize that since I'm a daughter of Mother God, this is Lumi. If they got us, I mean, they would be like, for them, that would be like getting the Holy Grail. That'd be like getting the original chalice for the Last Supper. This would be the uh, oh my God, like the something like from Indiana Jones, you know, the Ark of the Covenant, whatever, because they realize that we are very important to Mother God and to Father God, and they would really want that because if they can defeat us, then
Hmm.
they realize that they can basically derail the whole future of the new age that's coming because we're star seeds. Yeah, we're star seeds. We're the messengers that are here to bring in the new fifth 5D dimensional Earth energies. The
Well,
ones don't want the 5D energies here.
maybe put a prayer of a circle of protection around you before you fall asleep to
Yeah.
try to protect you from any undue
Well,
influences.
I love the prayer that Lumi and Carmen came up with. I thought that was perfect one. If they ever try to bug you again, just tell them to go sod off.
Thought off like the British say.
In other words, that's the clean way of saying is tell them to f off.
Right.
They can't stop you. They can't kill you. They have no power to do that.
Right, Blazing Leo. That's what I was trying to say earlier. This is a spiritual issue. I get your point about psychotherapy or psychoanalysis, but the Bible talks about this very issue. We have to fight off spirits that attempt to take us over. But I don't want to argue with Michelle or Lumi.
It's parasitic.
No, I didn't, Magnum. Why would you re-listen to what I said? I'm not trying to fight with you. Yes, it is parasitic. Exactly, Blazing Leo. And also, Blazing Leo, that's sad that you didn't get any candy. And it's cute that she hated it.
I have actually thought about going back to psychotherapy, and people thought that was a stupid idea, but I don't think so.
I don't think it's a bad idea. And if you don't like it, you can always stop going. That's one thing I think people don't realize about counseling is you go for yourself.
One who thinks we need to do this. It's not Lumi. It's not anyone else. I think we need this because all the stuff that goes on in YouTube, we see it every day. We see it every day. Oh, some of the negative stuff that keeps coming up on YouTube over and over and over again. It's very exhausting.
It
And
is. But you also have to, and I'm sure we've talked about this, but when I was going to school and when I took the computer class, whatever the basic computer science class was, they
yeah,
talked about garbage in, garbage out.
right.
Whatever you feed in your mind will be what is reproduced, whether it's through your stress level, your energy, your happiness, your peace of mind. So the more you feed your mind with it, if it's negative news, if it's fear mongering, if it's war images, things like that, it's going to come out later because your body is not meant to process this amount of negative information on a
And we
daily basis.
both know that YouTube lately has been the giant cesspit of garbage, not cesspiss. I'll have plenty of okay.
Cesspool.
But the
I
truth
think that's what you're looking for.
is that we get surrounded by on YouTube every day. All of the it's worse than an elementary school lunchroom. It's like how much more of this can you tolerate? Hearing about this group, that group, um, saying things about you, and other groups saying things about you, and it starts to really burn you up. It wears you down.
It does, but you're not meant to take it in too much. You have to block it. You have to not spend too much time around it because you'll get burned out like you would any job. If
Yeah,
you're considering YouTube a job and you spend too much time,
I have been trying to find other things to do.
right.
And like people have said to Michelle, well, you got to get more viewers on your channel. You got to do more shows so you can go more people.
No, 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 no. You'll burn out doing that and you'll get to where you don't even want to do this anymore. But you
Right.
could put on a video from YouTube and do something else around your apartment. Like you could listen to 1960s technology and that might interest you, something like that. I'm
Yeah.
kind of making a joke because I would never want to listen to that. But if you like to listen to that, you can find like an hour and a half show of a professor talking about technology in the 1960s, and you can just play that while you're doing something else. And something like that might refresh you.
I
But
mean,
when
like
you get into
people are on.
trying to understand how YouTube works, how to grow your channel, how to make things right, how to make money, if you spend all your time doing that, it's going to depress you, and then your channel will be
Listen to what
depressing.
one person said to us at the beginning of the show. I don't know if you were here at the time. Oh, when are you going to turn on the phones?
Hi, Megan.
I said, I got rid of the phones. I disconnected the phones. We don't have the phones anymore. And then it's like, oh, well, it's time to go live. Who's telling me to go live? I do a morning show from Monday through Saturday. Sometimes Fridays I'm with Krista, so it's in the afternoon, right? I don't mind doing the morning show. But sometimes
Oh, yeah, your audience loves the morning shows. But you have some people that like the evening shows,
yeah,
especially if you were to do phones again and let people call in.
but we can't do phones again. We don't have the phones anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why does Red want to sell you a tune? What does that mean?
What's that?
What does that mean?
People ruined it. Yeah, Megan Fox.
No, selling you the tune thing. What does that mean?
Uh, I don't know about a tune thing, but um, yeah, Megan, people did ruin it. Hey, why don't you come up on panel and join us? Do you want to talk to Megan Fox if she wants to come up? And she's kind of fun. And
She is fun. I'd love to talk to her. I just have to get down in a minute because I need to talk to my son.
right, it's already nine
And then,
twenty-seven, but we can get Megan up briefly if
sure.
she's free. I
Yeah,
don't
no problem.
care, but let's see if we can get her on real quick here. Um,
My other sons will get home around, I think, 9:15.
okay, panel link. I have Vince catch up. Okay. Yeah, people ruined it. People gave me PTSD with the phone calls. I got so bad in the end, I couldn't deal them anymore. So the night shows that we're doing now may seem like a lot more tame than they used to be, but I'm not really a high energy person. I'm not really, um, I don't know. I think I like
What are you doing?
I like these shows when they're relaxed like this. I do like them when they're nice, you know. Hey,
Press.
somebody free to come up on panel. Hold on a minute, please. I gotta get over here to click on the screen. It is Megan.
Why are you doing that, Red?
How you doing, Megan?
Hi,
Hello,
Megan.
Yummy.
I'm doing right.
Oh, your
Good.
hair looks cute braided. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, it
You're
keeps it
welcome.
cleaner longer.
Yeah, I want to get my hair braided so I don't have to wash it.
Also, too, no, it's not the washing part so much. It's this new bird ownership. I'm gonna cut this. It's this new owner, this bird stuff. Um, turns out they're super messy. They're-
Yeah.
Who knew?
I
Who
miss.
knew, right? I mean,
Oh,
I
your
didn't notice it
bird.
when they were outdoor birds. Yeah. When I had outdoor birds, I didn't notice it quite as much. Now that I have an indoor bird, I'm like, oh, for the love of Pete, where in the hell did I get like organic peanut butter in my hair and some kind of soy mixture? I've got
Well,
coconut.
like for the love of poop.
Yeah, for the love of poop. Right, exactly. Now, in her defense, in her defense, she does not poop on me literally. Not, well, I don't think intentionally,
I
is
don't
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
on
I don't
purpose.
think she intentionally does that.
I don't think
But
birds are really dirty by nature. It's just that they can only hold so much because that's just the way their bodies
yeah,
built.
they only got a little birdie system. And plus, too, she's so cute. Oh my God, she's so cute. I'm so in love. Seriously, I could never, I never thought of myself as a bird person. Michelle, have you ever thought about having a bird?
I didn't
No,
know you liked birds.
I'm not a
I
bird.
didn't either.
I
I
like
didn't either.
I like cats. I like rest. I like cats. My cat is a good cat, but he does have his own cat issues to deal with too. You know,
Right.
just to that
Yeah,
clean.
we really can't have the cat right now. Maybe later. Maybe, I don't know, after Junior,
No, unfortunately,
Junior just turned
it's
18.
gonna be like Sylvester and Tweety, except the Sylvester will win.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. And little feathers everywhere. Oh my God. And then I don't want to be mad at anyone, because it's not really either one's fault.
Oh yeah, birds do
It's,
shed their feathers. Yeah, they do. Just
oh,
like
oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've got a bunch of I put a bunch of her feathers. I've been collecting them. And
yeah,
sometimes she'll drop them off to me as little gifts, like especially the ones she's real proud of,
yeah.
like the longest, prettiest ones. She'll drop it right in front of me like it's hot. She'll be like, "Well, what do you think of that one?"
Yeah,
And
she's
I'll be like, "Well,
maybe she's saying put it into your artwork.
I don't know if that's really what she's saying.
I
It
noticed.
I don't know if that's
I noticed it
probably
too
is.
with her. I didn't really notice it. I noticed that your hair isn't any really thicker than my hair. It's almost like the same kind of thickness. It's like this. It's not like this super thick hair like you see in some girls. It's like kind of like a thinner hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Until you
Yeah,
go to
that's what's happening with my
permit or
hair.
diet. Right.
Yeah.
Until you go to permit or diet. And then they're like, then the hairdresser's like, oh my goodness, well, it might seem to you like you have thin hair, but to us, it's going to take 17 hours and $7 million.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to the hairdresser no more. Want to know who cuts my hair? My cousin. He does good enough. He does good enough. I showed him the ponytail thing
Yeah.
wherein we get two ponytails and we do the thing and we cut and then we have to
It looks more
you
like
gotta
tails,
Oh,
actually.
the butterfly cut that they're doing online.
yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah, you
That's
can do
what
it
we do.
yourself.
Yeah, no, I can't. No, I cannot. No, I
Oh,
cannot.
oh, you can't.
No.
Okay.
I'm incapable of that. I'm ambidextrous, but I cannot
I
uh
remember just so, but anyway.
I can't even cut a straight line. I cannot draw a straight line.
Yeah.
I would not trust myself
I
to
can
cut anyone.
straight lanes. That's no problem with me. So obviously you're in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I'm in the cabin here. Oh, Junior's bitching. Hold on, just one moment.
Right
You
there.
know, he's griping at me. He's like, "Hey, mom, no, who is it? Oh, thank you. All right, on tray. Need more. Take your time, old man. All right.
Can you walk the street? Like, not a good question.
Is
What do
your
you think you're
lady?
looking at?
Oh, my dirty. I'm sorry about the dirty dishes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No,
Uh,
it's okay. Your house looks nice.
No, it's not really not. Okay.
It looks nice to
uh,
me. I think it looks
Here we'll change angles.
it
Okay.
looks cheerful. How's that? It looks cheerful.
I'm just wearing a t-shirt right now. Unfortunately, gotta go some trunk on it. I'm making my coffee, but basically, this is just a t-shirt and a blue dress. A blue
You did
shirt.
that on purpose. You did that on purpose just to fill yourself up. See,
Yeah.
that's why I need to come here
No
more often.
way.
That's why I need to come here around here more often because you did that on purpose. I know you did just to work some people up. Now, see, that is the same thing I get accused of on the regular, and I say to them,
Are you ever gonna come up here? Because you kept saying you're gonna come up years ago. You never did.
"What? I am so gonna look,
Okay.
Michelle. If I have my finances in a row, my Cadillac works great, but only when it works. I have sunk so much money into this stupid ass Cadillac. I will never.
I can only guess that you go to trade and they go say they'll give you $10 for it.
It's worthless. It's worthless. And they stole my catalytic converter last time they worked me up on the. Yeah, don't get me
They
started
stole
on
it
that.
at
Well,
the
Yeah, they
other
stole
shop.
it. Yeah, it straight piped me. Yeah, they did.
Wait, the
Yeah, they
shop
did. They
stole
got
it or
me
the shop?
good. Michelle, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't
but
laugh, Michelle. It
noisy
ain't funny.
I must have been pretty noisy without that. It's like,
Well, you know what I sound like now? I sound like a G. That's for true. I sound like I really. They definitely know when I'm riding through. If you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Oh, your
Yeah.
car's loud now.
Oh, is it loud? Oh, I don't know. I can't hear. Thank God. Thank God. I'm deaf now because of the car. Pretty sure. Not sure, but I'm positive.
Basically, right now, it sounds like you can get to work now, obviously, but that's about it. You can't really do much else right now.
Where did
Right.
Michelle go?
I mean, like, with the car going basically
I'm running.
and broken the next, how do you get to work?
Yeah, walk.
Oh,
Do you
really?
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
spending money to fix your car, you end up having to walk.
Yes.
So,
And a
We
lot of
heard
my
one
work
the
I
other
can
day
do
on the
from
highway,
home.
Red.
so how far away is work though?
Blazing
About
Leo,
the walk is like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's
Leo, are you sorry?
not so bad. 20 minutes.
No,
What kind
no,
of a
but
scooter? I can't talk. I keep talking over you guys. I'm sorry.
Is
I'm
it?
sorry. I'm on mute.
No. I keep talking. You guys go ahead and talk.
Well, that's because there's a lot of precious metals in a Cadillac converter. It's either platinum or palladium.
Oh, look here. I got company. What? I thought it was a cop knock, and it wasn't. I was like, oh, it reminded me of the old days when I hung out with Michelle.
I might be a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a cop tonight.
Remember back in the day, we was on the phone. Freaking
Get me a
the
state.
cops would knock and they'd be like, they don't even come out no more. I mean, they used to, but now they're like, please leave Megan Fox alone.
By the way, did you hear about the dream I had like 2 days ago? I did discuss that in the video. I don't know if you heard it.
What? No, I'm catching up. I'm still catching up I'm watching the movie nights and doing the,
I had a
yeah.
nightmare 2 nights ago, and goes like this. I thought I heard my alarm clock going off, and all of a sudden I hear, "You now have 30 seconds to find the box and the needle in it, or you die." What? Then I got so upset, I just broke down crying.
Oh, Michelle.
A
And
Vespa. That's what I was thinking the name of.
that's been going on with YouTube and my life, and I think that makes sense. That's
Oh, listen, no, you know what? Can I weigh in here as your friend and also a sucky person that has promised you a million promises and hasn't delivered one yet? May I weigh in? Okay. No, I delivered some of them. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. I delivered a couple of them.
Can you custom paint it, Blazing Leo, for real? Because
Oh,
that
of
would be
course,
so
of
cool. Because
course.
I'm having difficulty with driving and I haven't driven in years. But if I got something like that, maybe I could drive it around the neighborhood at least.
Fucking yeah, of course, Blazing Leo can custom paint it. Blazing Leo's just fucking, she's the best, isn't she? I guess she's
Well,
just
I mean,
gonna custom paint.
I didn't even
And
think you could
why
paint.
didn't she just hold Michelle's hand for the rest of her life? Get out of my way, woman. I'm coming to see Michelle if it kills me. If it kills me, I'm coming. If I have to do it.
On the panel right now, you have two Virgos and the Scorpio, right?
Correct.
Scorpio.
And that equals. And guess who the virgin is? Me.
Yeah.
I mean, not the virgin. I mean the Scorpio. I mean the Scorpio. It's me. I'm not a virgin. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. Sorry about that. Hey, look.
Oh
Good
my
news, though. Good news. I got a baby on the way. Not me, personally. Not
Because
me. I'm not.
it's probably my fault, Blazing Leo. I'm sorry. Michelle, can I drop down in the chat so I can ask about the Vespas thing? I can't comment while I'm up here. Is it okay with you if I drop down and listen to you guys?
You can drop down if you want to. We can talk to us. You can listen to us as we talk. Yeah, if you want.
Okay. Okay,
So
bye. Thank you for having me up. It was nice seeing you, Megan. Bye bye.
Love you. Great to see you. Yeah.
Love you too. Okay, all right, bye.
Bye-bye.
And that wasn't a generic love you. Well, it was. You know what I mean?
So
You know what I mean, Michelle?
But the thing that was really weird though with that dream is like me and Carrie and Lumi covered it, is it seems it can be a variety of different things that the dream's about.
Right.
From YouTube stress to kind of being pushed into finding a new home, even though I'm not being forced out here or anything. But everybody keeps wanting me to move. So in that case,
Oh, I'll pray about that. Why, you think the universe wants you to move or what? Is that what you are?
well, that's what I'm trying to explain. Okay, I
Okay, I'm sorry.
on my group, they kept saying is, we really think you should find a better place because your place is kind of crappy. No one's forcing me out. I'm actually kind of happy here, but we do have a landlord that's getting older. Okay, so we don't know how much longer he has, and so
Right.
they're like, "Well, you might have to find a place before he kicks the bucket. Otherwise, your building's gonna end up in probate." Blah 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 blah. So maybe that's when the 30 might not actually represent actual seconds, but could represent 30 days. So, so what?
Maybe it could represent actual months.
Or we could mention months. It could be
It
months.
could represent months as well. Let's don't be negative about the number. Let's do
So,
not. Actually,
so another
if you say
possibility is the box can represent a state that is
yes,
one of the 50 nifty United States, and then of course the needle is the actual house. So you got to find a
you're
house
moving in with me.
state within 30.
You gonna move in with me? Hot damn! I got an extra room, and I quit smoking. 2 months now. I haven't smoked a cigarette, not one.
Well, I don't smoke, so that's good.
Are you allergic to birds?
No, it's
Thank God.
allergic to cats because Rusty's obviously not gonna.
Yeah, my bird is allergic to cats. Yeah, no. And Junior hates cats. So, yeah, we're not going to work out living together. But other than that,
Maybe
if you ever needed a room in emergency, you give me a holler. I'll figure something out.
other people have offered me opportunities to move in with them, but maybe let's before anyone jumps to that emerge, and that would be kind of like a crisis situation. Let's not go there.
Yeah, like a bunker. Yeah, but
But
not really. Not really a bunker because, you know what I mean.
what it means is okay. So let's take a look at what that's what it means. Is maybe like I said, is we don't know what the 30 means. 30 seconds could mean 30 days. It could mean
All
30,
right.
30 weeks, whatever.
Months, 30
So
years.
for this example, I don't think it's 30 years. No, I don't think it's 30 years.
No, but it could fall into family hands. Yada, yada. You don't know.
Obviously, the box, because like Lumi said, the mother God, what kind of box is this she's looking for, and what kind of needle is she looking for? So, is it a wooden box, cardboard box, paper box, glass box, plastic box? Doesn't say. What kind of needle? Is it a hyperduper needle like we use for insulin? Is it something you use for sewing? Is it something you use to play records with? Doesn't say either.
In a hat. You don't know.
In other words, yes, Michelle's got needles in boxes for turntable cartridges, but I mean, if she ran out there and grabbed that, and then all of a sudden it says, round box, you're dead. Oh,
What? No, it would not. It
so,
could not happen. Nonsense, Lumi. Don't.
when
You're
this,
negative. You're being negative. Put Michelle back on. Michelle, look, Lumi's being negative. Listen, there is definitely reasons for everything. This dream, you may be putting a little bit too much emphasis on. Maybe just slow down just a little bit and just take you a deep breath, a nice solid walk, and be like, should I have really? And maybe that number might equal something like maybe 3 times in one day. Somebody's gonna say, you look beautiful today, or somebody's gonna say, hello, nice to see you, or 3 times in a day, you're going to be whatever. It doesn't matter.
right.
It
Well,
could be any.
so like I said, is
Or you could get a reach around.
she thinks
I'm
it's
just kidding about that.
she says she thinks I kind of agree with her in that sense. It could be an archetype.
Right.
The box could be representing, I said, one of the states. The house.
Yeah, it could be your box. It could be your. Oh my God, Michelle! You know what you're doing? You're waking it up. You're sick. Oh my God, Michelle's done got her groove back. It could be your personal box, and three times, 30 times. Can you imagine? Oh my God, I'll just give up after that. But 3 times sounds adventurous enough for me. But the box, I get it. Or It could be a box coming to you with 3 surprises in it. Or
It seemed like it was a surprise. It was more like you got to find the box that has the needle in it. So
there's
maybe,
no needles. There's no needles. No needles. I hate the needles. I hate the needle part.
who knows what they are, but if it's housing, because everybody in the woman's group was like, oh, we need to get Michelle into an apartment. We got to get Michelle into a house. We got to get Michelle into this Ramalama Ding Dong. We got to get Michelle
We don't land a ding dong and you think there's needles in the apartment?
area of the country. And it's like I told him, I said, right now, I don't have to rush to move, guys. I never been served a notice to quit. I pay my rent on time every month. I'm not exactly being forced out on the street right now. Why would I
Right.
have to worry about this? But 30 months could be a thing. Yes, that could be a thing.
Same here for any of us. For any of us, Michelle.
Okay.
For any of us. Think about it. Any of us. At any given moment, we could any of us could be kicked out homeless. But the thing I find shitty is I feel like you should be locked in. You know what I mean? Like you've done so much. No one knows more about that building, the electronics, the anything about that building than you do. There's no way they can replace you and be like, oh, let's just find somebody else that knows everything about the water heaters and the weird tube electric bullshit that he had.
You know, my doctor doesn't have any ability to change that.
Oh, you got the munchies.
But
Are you hungry? I've got food.
That she thinks it
I
would
have pork
I'm
chops.
going to go back to psychotherapy. That I should go back to psychotherapy. I feel like we need to go back to psychotherapy. You know, I'm thinking we got to go back to psychotherapy.
No, okay. If I want something from Sheets that's a treat, I want that really expensive fruit cup.
From Sheets?
Yeah.
Oh, you want
that most expensive, the high dollar one with the pineapple and the strawberries and all that. It's like $4.50 or something. $4.59. I want that fruit cup, and that's the only cup.
I'm all getting ignored by this unknown phone company.
This is my dear friend Michelle and Lumi. These are my friends. We've been friends now for about 12 years.
Vegan's not going to hide me
This
from
is
you.
my friend Seth. You need to prescribe. If you're not prescribed, I'll make sure he does. I'll make sure he does. But
I'm only half as weird as she is, and but twice as cool.
Oh my God, narc much?
And I'm Lumi. I'm the other one that lives with Michelle. I'm the other one that's in the body. There's two.
Yeah, Lumi lives there too.
Well, I only see so I see you.
On this side.
No, she's definitely got two.
And what is your name?
Lumi and Michelle.
Well, I don't see Michelle on Megan's phone.
Bullshit.
Where's Michelle? I see me and Lumi.
No, Michelle is here. Trust me.
So where
Michelle
are you at?
Invited me.
So where are you at? So where are you at, Lumi? Are you in the United States? I'm just curious. I like cultural shit.
We're almost perfectly laid on top of each other because Lumi controls this side of the body. I control this side of the body.
All right. Yeah. Cool. I'm just trying to get a snack. Or I was just thought, I thought, I didn't want to interrupt whatever you guys were doing between each other. So I wrote Megan a note on a coffee filter.
Yeah, I remember.
And I just came in the door. Well, because I didn't want to interrupt. I was like,
he said, would you be like interested in a snack?
And I'll go get you something. I was going to let you guys have a time to yourselves. All right. Well, it's nice meeting you. I'll subscribe if it helps you out later.
Yeah.
Do you want a snack or not?
Yes, the most expensive fruit.
Fruit cup. All right, I'll do it. Gotcha.
But it's really for the bird. It's really for the bird, but I would love some fruit.
Because some people are not familiar with the whole setup with the two souls thing. But if you looked at Abigail and Brittany Hensel, did you dare that Abigail married a guy? And obviously her sister is along for the ride for obvious reasons because they're conjoined.
I've got to show him your documentary. I got to show him your documentary. Because
I'll check it out, man. I'll do what I can for you guys.
Oh yeah,
love you. I got a fruit cup.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it because it says a lot about her, but she's
What the-
evolved. I mean, they have evolved. She's just so cool. It's
You know what? I only watch documentaries and well, I actually do watch a little
murder with me because I like to fall asleep to murder. Soothing.
I've already
Soothing.
watched every murdered
I
documentary.
know.
For serial killers. I've already watched every documentary.
Oh no!
So
I run out of serial killers.
I know.
Right.
So literally, I only watch
Damn.
educational shit and documentaries. All right, I gotta go.
Now all we're
I
down
gotta get a
to
fruit
is
cup.
now we're down to is educational
I gotta get a fruit
crap.
cup.
Shit.
Yeah, definitely show him the documentary. I think he might like that.
I
Yeah.
will.
I
I
will.
definitely will.
I promise I'll like it.
I know he will. He will. He will admire you and respect you as much
the
as
way
I
here.
do once he
Let me
gets.
see if I
A
can find this for
racist
you.
Lamborghini SUV.
Finding the link.
Fuck it, I dogged them on the way here.
Anybody who didn't
A
see it,
redneck.
Just shut up. You just want to just keep driving. That's why you're going to buy me
I never
expensive
get
fruit.
to drive the Quattro.
Oh yeah, if you're going there. Oh yeah, you know what else I need?
Something from Baltimore.
I need black cherry
there's
bubble
the
water.
documentary right there on the screen for you. You can see no
All right, black cherry bubble.
I need black cherry bubble water, the most expensive fruit cup. What has the pineapple and all the strawberries and shit in it? I need that. I also need the seltzer.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you gotta
Yeah.
write. You gotta write.
You can get two for $4. Yeah. And then also I need
She's
too.
keeping
I need
me from premature dementia. She took me shopping last night. I remember them. What? All right.
and I need what do I need? I need
Blackberry?
right there on the
First
screen
one.
is the Snow Queen documentary. Just click on that. I'll get right to it. So
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. White cheddar popcorn. I just threw that in at the end. I don't know if you'll remember.
well, anyway, it's getting kind of late, guys. We do.
I know. I love you.
I love talking to you too. We'll see if we can try to get so we can get meet up in person sometime soon.
Yeah, I keep hoping for that. I was talking to Seth about it earlier. My buddy here. I'm not doxing his government name, so everybody calm your tits. I was
Yeah.
talking to him about it earlier, and I was like, "Yo, bro, you think you can take?"
Did you see the World of Warcraft gameplay last night? Yeah, did you? Because
I don't. I watch it, but I don't play it.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
watch
play
it.
it.
Just watch it.
I do watch it because I give you a view and I thumb up.
Well, it was Cameron Miranda playing first for 2 hours, and then it was me playing for 40 minutes. Michelle was just kind of teaching Carmen how to play World of Warcraft. Now, to
Yeah, I
understand,
saw that.
Miranda's a visiting spirit who died in 1955 August, and she was born in
Leo.
1909. She was born in Portugal. Then, in 8 months old, she moved to Brazil and lived with her family in Brazil and became a very famous singer and actress. And she likes to work with me and Michelle. And so we said, well, would you like to learn how to play World of Warcraft? And she said, sure, why not? So that's what Michelle did last night.
That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. I am stoked.
Last night's gameplay, you can't miss it. Yeah, it's
Man, no, dude. Now I gotta rewatch. Yeah, definitely I will. Yeah, that is wonderful. I love that so bad. I love it. You deserve it too.
Yeah.
All right, little lady. I'm gonna continue to share you out and make sure that all my friends.
I'll make sure people know we are around and let's show him the documentary. I think he's gonna probably like
I
it.
promise I will do that. I promise I will do that. I might even reshare that if you don't mind on my
Sure, absolutely.
Twitter.
I just posting the link that the guy originally has it on. So make sure to give comments to the original producer because that's his video link to his
Yep.
channel.
Yeah, I definitely will do that. And if I can link that on my Twitter again or no, I
Absolutely.
can just use the link or no, right? I can share that.
Pass it around, post it around.
Well,
Share.
I feel like it. I just feel like it. You know, I mean, I'm sorry if that makes you feel cheap.
What
And
does?
some, yeah, it does. Makes you feel used. Well, you're a blonde, you know.
All right.
You're a platinum blonde. You're all used to it. You're all used to it. I know about you people.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see my roots growing in, so
Whatever.
yeah. All right, so listen.
All right, I love it.
Just watch the documentary, share it out to your friends, and hopefully maybe I'll see you next Saturday night.
As soon as I can.
All right. Okay, so did we have a nice conversation, everybody? It's getting late. I gotta get some sleep. I didn't even eat dinner today. I mean, I had some cheese and I had a piece of chocolate, but that's about it. I didn't eat dinner. So I'll probably just make a full race checks. it's getting too late to cook. So everybody, I just want to say thank you for watching. Please do watch the space because tomorrow night, just a reminder, is Silver Moon Radio. And we really, really, really want you to come to Silver Moon Radio tomorrow night on Kick. It is a 3-hour show. It starts at 7 o'clock at night until about 10 o'clock. Then we have the after show after that, which gives you a chance to be part of the great show of Silver Moon Radio AM 1610. And we really would love to see more people show up for that. And it doesn't cost nothing. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. However, as we found out, however, lately, it seems that, especially for movies, I don't seem to be pushing it too much for the music, but it seems that Kick is starting to crack down on movie nights. So our last movie night got kind of busted up by Kick, DMCA enforcement. So we don't know if we're going to be doing any more movie nights on a regular basis. But still, we'll see what happens with that. Right now, if we're going to keep going with the Silver Moon Radio, so I'm saying is, why don't you do the Silver Moon Show on Discord? We could do the Silver Moon Radio on Discord, except the problem is that, number one, we don't have enough people on Discord to make it worth our time because most people don't even subscribe to the Discord, but the Discord is open. So, if you want to be part of the Discord, you can. Please note that you have to be verified. How do you get verified? Well, first of all, you email us, or you, at least when you first come on to the Discord, say hello to everybody, talk a little bit who you are, why you're there, what you're interested in, and we'll verify you one person at a time. It's all done by hand. So, yeah, there is a pre-email verification, but that's not good enough. We want to know who you are. So if anybody can just say there's somebody in that, really prove it. So, say hi, and we'd love to have you around. Well, for now, it's time to go to bed. Get ready to wrap it up for tomorrow is bath day. Bath day. And get some personal stuff done day. Yep. All right, guys. So for now, stay out of trouble. I'll see you all tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on Kick. So, good night for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Okay, good blessing. Yeah, absolutely. Stay out of trouble and be excellent to one another. Amen to that. Amen to that. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.